It's the NFL on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's a cross-conference showdown. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday night primetime.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, to get this one going. And we're underway in Atlanta. McCole Hardman now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, fresh off a third Super Bowl title. The standard for quarterback excellence today, Patrick Mahomes.
This guy, Mahomes. How many defensive coordinators have uttered that? This guy, Mahomes. All he's done is raise the bar of quarterback greatness in this league. He led the Chiefs to their 4th Super Bowl in 5 years. And, Kate, this is what's remarkable to me. Just the 6th quarterback ever to win 3 of them, and he's still only in his 8th year in this league.
They'll start this series with an option left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss is really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
2nd and 6 now. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. And the Falcons scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Man, this is a tough ask of your defense so early in a game, Brock, sending them out on short notice and a short field after you fumble it away.
But these are the critical moments defensively you got to live for, right? This is called sudden change. They practice this, and it's your time to put out this fire.
So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out in his 13th season out of Michigan State is Kirk Cousins.
Well over a decade has started in this league, and Kirk Cousins put up some prolific numbers. The thing that's eluded him, despite all the stats, are those playoff opportunities and those marquee postseason victories. I think Kirk, his family, and everybody rooting for him hopes the final chapters of his career will contain some of those.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stuffed right at the line. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there, he isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
2nd and 10 now. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Got him in over the middle, complete. And he drives this forward to the 6.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He's got it! And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons get a perfect quick start. They've gone up 6-0. Drake London with the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Young Hui Koo on for the point after. That one right down the middle. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at 27. Now for the second time, he'll use Kansas City on the offense. They will watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man, that's Travis Kelce. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
That pass is caught by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Knowing how a wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate. And I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone. You got to make something happen, or you can take a risk like that. A huge sack for this defense.
Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down.
Okay, it's pretty clear, isn't it? It's this constant pressure that this defense has imposed on this offense to keep them out of rhythm and build up this lead. This offense is not going to offer a comeback if this quarterback continues to run for his life.
The Chiefs looking to punt on 4th down, so on comes Matt Araiza to handle it. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. 58 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Cousins. Looking right, and he brings it in. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's Robinson up the middle, and he'll get it up to the 44. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That's brought in by Mooney. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree cake that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. A toss now to Robinson. And he works this to the 38 before going down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
These running backs love getting into the open field, and the best of them, they're not even looking at the man right in front of them. They're looking at that next level to get a chunk run like that.
New set of downs for him at the 38. First down throw for Cousins. Finds London on the slant. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. 2nd and 4. Throw reeled in by London. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Broke through the tackle. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Design bootleg here. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. That one intended for Drake London. And what will they dial up on 3rd and short?
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Still inches to go on 3rd down. Throwing his Cousins. Brought in along the sideline. No gain on the play, but an impressive catch all the same.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Robinson on the inside give. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Now it's Cousins. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that takes them to 3rd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown! The Falcons pull out in front further, 13-zip. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds his man Rice. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 32. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll run it. Here's Pacheco. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the 1st down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Putting the tight end in motion. Able to find Smith-Schuster here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Rice. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Sending the tight end in motion left. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delayed game.
Everyone was set and at the line. The quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still 3rd down.
Backed up now after the penalty. It's 3rd down. Here's Mahomes now. Got a man over the middle. Complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Back to the air, Mahomes. Fires down the middle, and it is caught. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll get 18 yards there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
Second down run by Pacheco. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. And it's the Chiefs dealing with 3rd and still 10 to go. Blitz coming, Mahomes. That's complete. Here's Brown. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. The back grabs it. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Again, Mahomes to throw. Falcons getting close, and they take him down. Timeout taken by Kansas City. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Has it in close.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes. Flush down, and they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs make it a 1-score game before halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. And he's going to take a knee. That's the end of 2 in Atlanta. The Falcons really spreading their wings. They're out in front so far. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. For the Falcons in the first half, they were led by their quarterback, the veteran Kirk Cousins. He fired his guys into the lead with 2 first-half touchdown passes as they were looking like a well-oiled machine in the first half of play.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Butker on now to kick this one away. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. They still have the lead, but that touchdown makes it a little close for comfort. This drive a chance to get it back up to a 2-score game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. To the sideline, and it is caught. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Cousins. Rifles it, and it's caught. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Falcons will have a first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Now Cousins again. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throw on 3rd down. The Chiefs get to him, and he's dropped. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it, except for this defense that just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. And no doubt he wants a good start for himself here in prime time. So this one carries all the way to the sideline and out. No chance to make a play on that, and they'll take over at the 16-yard line. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Back to throw Mahomes. He gets this one to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Falcons have it down near the opposing 40 after the return is stopped. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. This is Robinson, and he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing his Cousins. To the right side, complete. Big gain here. And they will score. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Coup on now for the extra point. That one splits the uprights. And they'll continue adding to their lead. To kick it away, here's Pinion. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Play action, Mahomes. This one falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you, you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Has a man, it's Brown. Gets it to the 15. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Butker to try the point after. That one right down the middle. And they're a point closer now on the scoreboard. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Returning it from the 4. This return makes it up to the 25. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Blitz coming here, Cousins. Finds London on the slant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. It's into the hands of Mooney. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
1st down throw for Cousins. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. They'll run it with Bijan. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Throwing on 3rd, Cousins. That's brought in by Mooney. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
All right, I'll set up now. 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Cousins. That one way too far up there. They can't connect. That one intended for Drake London. So it'll be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dime coverage from the Chiefs on this 3rd down. Here's Cousins now. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. And they bring him down to put a stop to that return. Nice kick there. It's a punt of 53 yards. And the Chiefs will be backed up a good bit to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He's got Brown on the slant. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. It's the end of the third on Sunday night. It's the Chiefs in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is reachable. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off play action, it's Mahomes. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
One of the tight ends in motion left. And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still first down.
So they should be a little prompter in snapping this, you'd hope, Brock, after that delay of game. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Second down now, 7 to go. Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He manages a gain of 8 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Throwing on first down, Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, complete. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And it'll be first down, Kansas City.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. This one finds Kelsey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
They'll come up first and 10. Throwing again, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Another throw for Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And they will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs now trail by just a point in the fourth. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. That one splits the uprights. And we're all tied up. Butker on now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Falcons and Kirk Cousins headed back out to the field now. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Cousins. He'll get this complete to Mooney. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Shotgun snap now to Cousins. Pitts brings it in. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he goes out a little short of the 40. That's a pickup of 9. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10, here's Cousins. Rifles it, and it's caught. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. An option give to Robinson. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for Robinson. Gets to space right side. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons in range for a game-winning score. It's 2nd and goal. Going right side, Robinson with it. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him maybe a yard on that play, Brock. Still 7 to go on 3rd and goal.
where you get a little bit closer, but you can feel the pressure starting to mount. Unless you're committed to playing 4 downs here, this becomes a critical 3rd down call.
Running with Robinson. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first, as they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Younghoe Koo out for the field goal. Pressure hanging over this kick. A very short kick here from the right hash. And that one is good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed the lead.
That's called getting his job done, Kate, drilling it right through. And now they're in position to win this game. Now it's on some of those guys who are out there with them on the kick, those defenders, to hang on to this lead to give them the win.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing now to the left side, and it is caught. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Looking to throw it. Has a man, it's Brown. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. Give him 13 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. To throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Now to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Setting up to pass. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Clock working against him here as they hurry to that line. Back to throw. Pacheco hauls it in. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minute.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. That one right down the middle. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
Falcons 24.
Butker on now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Drive starts out with the first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. That one intended for Drake London. So it's second down coming up.
I mean, you could see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long-distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's caught at the 25. And what a play. He scores. They get to the end zone on the final snap, and a huge moment wins them the game. For students of this incredible game, Brock, they'll know just how incredible a finish we all just witnessed. Very rarely does a game end on a walk-off touchdown, and even rarer does it happen on that type of home run play.
Yeah, these fans, they came here hoping for a good game, and they got a great one. They were all just treated to what you and I were treated to, one of the most memorable finishes we've ever called.
So the Falcons earn the win in this one. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kate, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.